All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started today. All right. So everybody get plenty of rest last night. We see some people must have been out drinking or partying here.
What's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know. So let's take a look at real quick what we look at each morning. You want to go over the index real quick?
So it looks like at UTC 0, we were at 93. We got a little of a bounce going on from the downtrend that started, it seems like, back in mid-June. We've been trending down, and looks like we're on a little bounce. Can we see the hourly? Yeah. So you can see that, we've been climbing. We're trying to bounce back. Yesterday we got hammered, right? So it's bouncing back. Right now, I'm personally hoping the market just trends sideways for a little bit, because every time the market goes up like this and just goes parabolic, there's a backside to that. And every time we go through these boom and bust, it's my opinion that actually the crypto markets get set back for years, because it sucks a lot of people in, when they say, oh, the market's going up, and then they come in and buy, and then they get slaughtered, and they leave, and it takes years for the industry to recover. And we just saw that back in 2014, when basically the market got crushed, down 80%. That's Bitcoin was down, I think, as much as 70 to 80%. The rest of the altcoins just basically went to zero. Like I said yesterday, we've recovered since then, but not with the cryptos that was back in 2012 or 2013. It's a new set of faces. It's a new set of names that have brought the market back to where it is today that didn't even exist 3 years ago.
Yeah.
If you look at the first page of cryptocurrency, most of those things were not even around when we first got started. And I believe that 5 years from now, what dominates the crypto markets don't even exist today. Like you can't go buy them. They don't exist yet. So what we hope is, at least what I hope personally, is that the market trends sideways, and then the longer something is at that price, the more it's accepted by everyone that that's the price, right? I mean, if it just spikes up, it could just come right back down, and we don't really get anywhere.
Yeah. So I want to add to that also that if for long-term for long-term health of the crypto market, it's best if the market just goes sideways for the next at least 3 to 6 months, just to stabilize and allow. Because like with Poloniex, they have 6 times more new users than they did before.
Yeah.
Those people need to be onboarded. Coinbase has like 4 times more new users than they normally get. Those people need to be onboarded, and it's better to let those people onboard first, instead of going up any higher, because it's got to assimilate all the new people coming in.
Yeah, and the infrastructure and the people call those fundamentals, but I just call the industry can't really support, in my opinion, any higher prices. I mean, if it goes up, it just becomes a giant bubble. We crash. All of us get wiped out, and most of us will just go do something else, right? That's human psychology, and it's quite predictable.
So what's funny is that we just created this index starting on June 17th is when it finally first got released, and we started at 100 points. It's been going down since then, but what's funny is that people on YouTube are now starting to cite the index, and what's funny is that we created this index because there was no way to check the pulse of the market. In the traditional markets, we have the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100 and the Dow Jones. So every day on Bloomberg and CNBC, you hear them talking about, hey, the Dow's up, the Dow's down, the S&P is up, the S&P is down. And so now we finally have a tool where, broadcasters can, and the market can look at and check the pulse of the market. And it was just funny to, this is Omar. He's a fellow YouTuber, and
forward, it looks like we're having a little bit of a correction period.
This is from
today.
yesterday.
We are currently down a little bit. If as you can see in the ticker. So this is the Tai-Fu Index. It's the first weighted index for cryptocurrency created by Tai Zhen and Leon Fu of cryptocurrency.market. That's the website. And they're some of the best investors in this space, been doing it for a long time. Tai Zhen used to work for an energy company that had a Bitcoin mining operation, and he got interested in it that way back in 2012, I believe. Leon Fu was a developer, and so Tai Zhen consulted him, and they've been working together ever since and become very stoked about this technology ever since reading the white paper. And so they just created this right here. Highly recommend you check out their website. They're currently doing classes on getting started with cryptocurrency investing, and they've made some people quite a lot of money. So as I often say, don't invest because of anything you see on my channel. They're like, invest in this because we did the due diligence for you. So.
But it was just funny hearing him talk about the index, and this is what our goal was, to get it so that broadcasters have a tool to measure the health of the market. So, all right, so let's get started here, guys.